Hi guys, Barb here, and I'm going to do the 40 random facts about me. I was tagged by Sheila B, and Casey Murray had said if anybody had wanted to do it, so I kind of was talking to her about doing it too. So I don't think that you did it, Lulu, yet, so Coupon and Carefree, I'm going to tag you. So hopefully this won't be too long. Not a random fact. If you watch my videos, you know they tend to run long. So I will start with number one. I'm a mom with two. Not really random. You guys have seen them both in the video. Fact number two is, sorry about that. I swam with dolphins in Mexico before I had my kids. Me and my husband and his parents took a plane and we went to Mexico, and during one of our little adventure things we swam with dolphins, so that was really exciting, and I have video and pictures actually of it. Fact number three, I've been married for 20 years this past January to Jeff. Fact number four is I thought I didn't graduate high school. When they have you go up there and you go across the stage and they hand you your paper, the like folder, it was like folded over for your diploma, and you walked off the stage and that. But when I sit down and opened up, it was empty, and I was like, holy shit, because just before that, when I was a senior, I actually only had to go to school for 4 classes, and one of my classes, the teacher told me I had to come back to take the exam. And I said, I'm not coming back and taking the exam, because we got out like a week or two before everybody else. The seniors did like a week and a half, 2 weeks before everybody else. And I said, I'm not coming back for one test. You're out of your mind. So when I opened that up, I thought he didn't pass me. So I had a straight A through that whole class. So I thought, I should be fine. So when I first saw that, I freaked out because I did not think that I passed. That I didn't graduate and stuff. But then the kid next to me, I asked him, so they opened, because they have it in alphabetical order. I don't even remember who was sitting next to me. But he didn't have it either, so I was good. Number 5, I actually had an article about me written in the paper. I was just 7, and I fell and I broke my leg. And the hospital by us had just opened, it was Holy Cross Hospital. It just opened a children's wing. So I was the first child. Oh, Molly trying to get. I was the first child in it. So they came in and took pictures of me. So I was the first child in there. And I had fallen and broken my leg, which actually was a good thing, because when they did the x-rays and stuff, they found a tumor right where the break was, so they were able to take care of that, so that ended up working out to be good. Number 6, I actually had a published article, like kind of in there, like our paper at that time had, they wanted you to just write stories of something that happened in your life, and they would pick them. They paid $50 for it, so I thought, what the heck? So I picked the story. It was about my mom and my dog Pandy. My mom was going to take the garbage. We lived in Detroit at that time, and we had alleys in back of the house, because I don't have that where I live now. I live in the suburbs now, and there's no alleys. There's another backyard right behind me. So you had to take your garbage to the backyard, and then garbage trucks ran behind all the houses and collected the garbage. So my mom was trying to take the garbage out to the back, and my dog kept nipping at her hand and pulling her back and pulling her back. She thought she just wanted to play, so she set the bag down, pet her a little bit, and so Penny was all excited playing with her and stuff like that. And then when my mom picked up the garbage bag and started taking another step, she was pulling the garbage bag like, no, don't go, don't go. And this happened like 2 or 3 times, and so my mom's like, this is not normal for her to do that. So she looked, and she saw there was a trellis she had to walk under to get to the gate, to get to the alley. There was a squirrel up there foaming at the mouth. So Pandy knew it was there, knew she would be in danger if she got too close to, because we had a long backyard, so she still was farther enough away from it. So my mom saw that and got Pandy and went in the house and took her, called whoever, animal control and stuff, and they came and took care of it. So I made $50 for that story. That was number 6. So number 7, I spent the night in a zoo. Me and my family, the kids love animals. They've always loved animals. I like animals too. So ever since they were little, a lot of our vacations revolved around going to see animals. We've been to a lot of different zoos. I wish SeaWorld was still around, because they would have loved that. I saw that when I was younger. There was one in Ohio, which is close to us. I think there's one still in maybe Florida or California or something. Too far. We would never be able to go to there. But so a couple years ago, they had where you could come in the evening, and they let you in, and you set up. If you wanted it to bring a tent, you could set up a tent. But otherwise, they had cleaned up the floor, like in the cafeteria, like thing, and that, and you could you set up your like bedding and all that stuff there. And then we took a nighttime walk and went to a campfire and did little songs and things like that. They told us some stories. Before the walk, we got to meet animals that you don't usually get. Like, you get to see them, but we got to touch them and hold them and get our picture taken and things like that. So that was a lot of fun. And the kids liked it. Kylie didn't like so much sleeping on the ground, but Cole thought it was kind of weird. We're going over the zoo. We're spending the night in the zoo, but he didn't not want to go. He just thought it was weird. But when we were there doing it, he thought it was a lot of fun, so he really liked it. Let's see. Number 8, really not random. You guys have heard me say that before. I hate being hot. Cannot stand being hot. I'd rather be cold, because you can warm up way faster than you cool down when you're hot. 9, I hated school. I hated it. When I was in high school, I got caught skipping. I skipped a couple hours, and eventually one of my teachers like, hey, she hasn't been here for a couple weeks, and called my house to see if I was sick, and so I got busted. So I was threatened if I skipped again that I would not graduate, but I just never got caught again. I didn't skip as often, but every once in a while. But that was like early in high school, so I made up for it. But number 10, my first car was a 1973 Dodge Charger. It was a fluorescent green, like green. It was 6 different shades of that green. I got it for like really cheap, and the car was, I don't know what they did, if they just repainted it and they couldn't get the sides to match, or if they took like the door from another one and put it on and it didn't match, but it was 6 shades of this fluorescent green and that. But it was a pretty decent car unless it rained. For some reason, it would not start in the rain. So I had to take the bus, me and my friends, because I drove a bunch of my friends to school. Whenever it rained, we knew we needed to take the bus or find another ride there. Number 11, I need to take a drink. Dollar Tree mug, Five Below top and straw. Mountain Dew, nectar of the gods. Okay, so number 11, I have one whole sister, meaning from my mom and my dad. And I have 5 like half brothers and sisters. My dad was married before, so I have 2 brothers, 3 sisters from them that like marriage, but we don't really communicate, which is, it's kind of sad. One of my sisters passed away a little over a year ago. She had a brain tumor. We didn't find out about it until just before she passed, and none of them told us. And I don't know. I don't know why they didn't want to associate with us. So that makes me sad. But it is what it is, so I move on. Number 12, I met my husband where I worked at the time, and we could not stand each other. Like, I worked in electronics, like building electronic boards, putting them together, like for TVs and different kind of things like that. He ran actually at that time he was in the test department, and I did the hand, like, labor, putting the hand parts in it. Eventually we both ended up being machine operators, but and then he got a job somewhere else, but they didn't have an issue with people dating. But we I noticed I'm saying but a lot. We did not want to be in the same room with each other. He thought I was loud and obnoxious, and I just thought he was an idiot. But my birthday came, and I worked afternoons, so, you know, afternoons, it wasn't a big crew and stuff. So my friends there, they got me a cake and some ice cream, and they were celebrating my birthday, and he was not there. So I kept joking around with them, kind of, and I was like, where's my present? How come you didn't give me nothing? And so he goes, oh, I don't know, you want to go get a drink after work? So we went, and that's probably another story, but we went and picked up a bottle of schnapps, went behind an apartment building where his grandma lived, and drank the schnapps and talked. We were out till, I think it was 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. So I wouldn't say it was like we weren't like in love or anything, but we decided we didn't hate each other then. And the rest is history. We've been married for 20 years, like one of my other facts I said. Number 13, I love the beach. I would, not that I'm like body ready for the beach, I'd look like a beach whale, but I love the beach. I love the water. It's the best. My grandparents, I don't know if I hit that, yeah, number 14 that goes into it. My grandparents had a cottage up between Lexington and Port Huron. So that's my fact, is I had my graduation party there. So we spent every weekend there. So I would be like basically sleep in my bathing suit. I was always like ready to go to the beach. Like everybody else is eating, and I'm just like, come on, let's go. We got to go. So I had my graduation party there, and like I said, we spent like every weekend there. And during the summer, we could stay for the weekend there. But unfortunately, my grandparents, when they passed, the cottage went to my aunt, and she said she didn't have time for it. And instead of asking if any of us wanted to help or take it over or help financially support, she just sold it. So that was really upsetting that she didn't come to the family first and see if anybody was interested in anything. Number 15, I get mad really fast. I do. I'm just like, I am mad. I'm like right there. Sorry to say that I don't get over it that fast either, but yeah, when I get mad, you know about it really quick. Number 16 goes back to the love the water. My grandma used to babysit us when my mom and my dad worked, and she decided for the summer to keep us active and busy, she walked us to the local swimming pool, and we had swimming lessons there. So I had a lot of swimming lessons that eventually I competed, and I won some ribbons. Not higher up. They were like 4th, 5th place, but I still won some ribbons. So, and then that leads to number 17. We did it for quite a few years, that I actually was in synchronized swimming. I did synchronized swimming, and I remember, the one I remember the most, I don't know if it was the only one that I did, but the one I remember the most, we did it to the theme of James Bond, Live or Let Die, I think it was the name of it. That's the one I remember doing that. I liked doing it. I don't know why I never kept up with it, but number 18, this is surprising. I hate my picture being taken. I'm one of these, like, no, you can't take my picture. I'm doing videos that are here forever and all around the world. I don't get that, because I still do not like my picture taken. I still stop, and do that. I don't, it's weird. It's weird that I do the videos, but I don't like my pictures taken. Number 19, I love Facebook. I'm on Facebook all the time. Yeah, I don't sleep because I'm checking to see who's doing what. And I also play the games on there too. So, and then I'm in the groups. So I always want to see what's going on with the groups. And like the Dollar Tree group is one of them. I was like, is there any new stuff out? And that. So, and then the pocket letter groups. So I'm like into that too. So I like that. Number 20, I miss Sons of Anarchy. Kylie has a poster of it. I don't know if you can really see it because I'm in Kylie's room, but see. She didn't really watch it, but I saw the video at 5. I saw the poster at Five Below, and I'm like, oh, I don't have a place to hang it. She goes, I'll hang it in my room. And I'm like, okay, works for me. Because, yeah, Jax. But, okay, I missed that show. Number 21, my first job was under the table cleaning office buildings. I did that for a while, and then I got a legit job at Linens and More. Was the first legit job. Number 22, every place I've worked has went out of business. So I don't know about the cleaning company, but I never hear from those people, and I don't know anything about them, so I don't even know if they're still in business or not. But I worked at Linens and More. That's out of business. Mary Ann's at the mall was a clothing store. I worked there. There was another clothing store. I can't think of the name of it. Merry-Go-Round. That's gone. LB Shoes is gone. CPM is gone. That's the electronics company that I worked with Jeff. There's one more I can't think of. I did work at Redwood Inn, and that is still around. So pretty much everywhere I worked. So needless to say, it's kind of hard to get a job. They're like, oh, look at this girl's track record. But let's see. So 23. My favorite color is blue and then purple. I think I numbered these wrong, but that was 22. So 23 I was on the PTO for my kids' elementary school for 6 years. I was the vice president for quite a few years, and then I was the secretary. For a while, I wasn't officially president, but she had to take on a couple jobs, so I kind of took over that while she was getting that part of her life. She was going through some stuff and ready. So I was a part of that. And why I was on the PTO and vice president or secretary and doing those things, I also did the box tops for education and the Campbells and the Tyson labels at the school. So I really pumped those up at our school. We went from making like $400 or $500 in box tops to like $2,000. I started contests for the kids, and I got my principal involved, and he was great about it. One time he was a human sundae, he was a human pizza, he did tricycle races. What else did he do? He let the kids paint him. We did assembly style so the kids could see all this going on, so got them all excited at the end of the year to save over the summer and bring them in the next year. And that was a lot of fun. I liked doing that. Let's see, 25 is I used to make flower arrangements. And I made the flowers, like you could buy the flower petals and the stymon and all that stuff separately and put the flowers together. I did it from scratch. I made all that. I had wanted to work at a florist, but it didn't work out. I don't know why, but so I did that for a long time. I did craft shows and stuff, and that I made my friends I was in her wedding. For her gift, I made all of the bouquets, the centerpieces, her bouquet, boutonnieres, corsages, and that was her gift. I made all of that for her. Let's see, 26. I love chocolate, and Snickers is my favorite candy bar. 27, I hate to cook. I hate it. My mom was not a cook. She was a burn on the bottom, raw on the top kind of person. So I never really learned how to cook. And I tried with recipes, and it didn't look as nice in the picture, and I don't think it tastes that good. And so I'm the queen of reheating, which my friends tease me all the time because I don't know what I would do without a microwave. I've gotten better through the years a little bit more, and but it doesn't help that my kids are picky and they don't want to try this and they don't want to try that. But I get teased about it all the time by my friends. 28 is, I believe I collect bags. It didn't start intentionally, But I had went to some 31 parties and I really liked their bags. So I picked up a couple here and there. Then like they would have contests at places, and some of the contests, the winning, was 31 bag, and I seemed to win. I won on Facebook. She told me 10,000 people entered, and I was like one of the winners. There was a couple of people that won. I won a couple of bags from there. So I don't know. And then now with some of the different bags that they have at the Dollar Tree, and just, I don't know, I've come to notice that I have a lot of bags. I've got like about 50 31 products. So let's see. And I also like the smushed pennies. Like a lot of times you see them at when you go on vacation and stuff. Sorry, I notice I'm saying a lot. They have those machines that you put the coins in and then you smush them, and that I have a couple books full of those. So I really like those, and they're usually 50 cents and then the penny. So that's not too bad and it worked. Like when I did the field trips with my kids and stuff, and that they were happy with that, and that's what I got too. So it's a nice little memory to look back through the book and remember when we got those pennies. There, I did it again. I hate my house. It is too small. It is too small. It is only like 1,000 square feet. We're one level. We have no basement. We're not on a slab. I have a car and a half garage, which is kind of my garage basement. Nobody wants to get rid of anything. I mean, I'm kind of like that too, but I do get rid of more than anybody else, because they might need it at some point. Like, we'll just go get another one. Now that we're at the Dollar Tree, we can pretty much find anything at the Dollar Tree, so you can get rid of it because we probably will find it there. But they don't want to. So, and then, I mean, it's not just that it's small. It's just, well, we've been here 20 years, and I'm ready for a change. I would like it changed. Financially, we can handle a change, but I would like it changed. And more room would be good. I've always had a dog. Love dogs. We always had one. We had Pandy, which I talked about earlier. And then when I was out on my own, I had one named Nibbles. She was a little German Shepherd mix that was a stray we found underneath the car. So it was in a parking lot, and when we were coming out, like, what's under the car and it was a little puppy. Nobody was around, and we didn't see anybody, and we didn't know where it belonged, so we brought it home to take care of it, and we fell in love with her, and she liked to nibble at our toes, so we called her Nibbles. And then before Molly, that you guys have met, and we had a Scottish Terrier named Princess, and we had her luckily for 14 years. So, let's see. I had a cat when I was younger. Her name was Tinkerbell, but my sister was allergic to it. And as much as I begged my mom to get rid of my sister and let us keep the cat, I got my sister instead. So, and then number 31, I'm allergic to penicillin. I break out in hives and I swell up and everything, so I can't have penicillin. 32, I'm a night owl. I hate the morning. I hate waking up. I would rather stay up all night. I don't know. It's always been that way, and I guess it's just, I got that from my grandma. My grandma was the same way too. So I just like the nightlife. My jobs before the kids, and for a while with Cole, I worked 2 part-time jobs, and they both were, one was afternoons and then one was at night. So I just like the night. Number 33, I know summer is coming and the kids will be home. I love having my kids home with me. A lot of my friends, and then like on their Facebook posts, the day they get out for summer break, they're already counting down when the kids are going back to school. I love having my kids home. I'm really lucky. My kids get along with each other very well. I mean, they have their spats here and there, but they kind of like the same things. They like the same music. They've always gotten along really well. And I hope for their whole lives that they stay close like they are, because that's very important. 34, I have terrible handwriting, which probably should have been my first thing, because, like, I don't know if you guys can see, but look, I have terrible handwriting. Terrible handwriting. And I believe that stems from, my dad told me that I always used my left hand. My mom would always force the crayon in my right hand. So I think I probably was supposed to be left-handed, and she kept forcing the right hand, and that's could be it. Because I do a lot of things with both hands. I do a lot of things with my left hand. I don't notice until somebody points out. I don't write with it, though, because the writing is probably just as bad. But so let's see. So 35, my favorite numbers is 6 and 12. And they've always been, I don't know why, but my birthday is on a 6th. It's February 6th. And then Cole's is June 6th, which is coming up Friday. So there's the 6th. Kylie was born on the 21st, so that's kind of like a 12. It's the same number, it's just reversed. But I don't know, when I have to pick a number for something, I always look to make sure that those numbers aren't picked, and that's what I always try to go for. One of those two numbers. 36. I love my do. Like I said, nectars of the god. I cannot get enough of that. And I swear, if you cut me, I would bleed you. I used to say, I need an IV hooked up with Mountain Dew, and I'm good to go all day, every day. 37. I used to be on a bowling league when I was in my teens, like 3-4 years. I bowled all the time. I loved it. I loved bowling, but as I got older, and then my friends got older, and some went away to college, and that, I really didn't find anybody to bowl with. So my family doesn't really like bowling, so I don't really have anybody to bowl with. So I just kind of once in a while, the school did a bowling fundraiser for the school. So naturally I would do that, and then I was in the PTO, which that's one of the reasons it was a fundraiser. But see, 38 is I scrapbook and do the pocket letters. That's not really random, that you know that, but the scrapbooking, I had kind of a block, and I've been doing the pocket letters, which I like. And I like both of them because you can create. The scrapbooking, it's you create around a picture, so sometimes you get stuck because you can't find paper that matches, or you can't find stickers that kind of go with the theme or something. With the pocket letters, you don't have the pictures, so you can it just seems to be easier to get the things together. The paper, the colors, the embellishments and stuff, because you don't have that picture. Like if I'm doing a bounce house thing, so you want to find things to do with that, and sometimes it's not easy to find, or if you find that those stickers are really expensive. So I really like doing the pocket letters. Number 39, this one is cut out, so I'm not sure how long I have, but number 39, this one makes me sad because I don't have a best friend. I mean, I want someone to hang out with and go shopping with and do lunch with, and try not to cry because this just makes me sad. And I don't have that back. I don't know if it's nostalgia from high school and that, but I want to go over somebody's house and hang out and have coffee with and go shopping, and I miss that. I don't have that. I have people I know, but I don't know if it's just because you get older and life gets in the way. I just don't have friends like I did before. So that just makes me sad to miss out on that. But number 40, I do have you guys, and I am really thankful for that. And thank you everybody that watches my channel and comments and likes, subscribes, and wants to know me better and swap pocket letters with me. And I really appreciate you guys. And if we could all go shopping together, then you guys could all be my best friends. If you could come over to my house, have coffee, I can go to your house, have coffee, then that would be great. But so I guess we kind of just have to stick with the channel and make that work. Yeah, I think we can make that work. Okay, so that's my 40 random facts. Hopefully I wasn't too boring, because I didn't think I really had anything that people would really want to know about me. But hopefully now that you get to know me better, you might have more questions or something, and we can become more tighter friends. So with that being said, everybody be safe, be happy, love one another. Most of all, happy hunting. Bye guys.